Do you have an ambitious goal, something you are very passionate about, and you want to leverage the law of assumption, and specifically the state akin to sleep method, to manifest that faster and easier? Well, the good news is you can achieve whatever you want through this incredibly powerful technique called state akin to sleep. Trust me, if you learn to ace this one technique, even your most impossible goals will come to reality. That's because the time before sleep is the most perfect time to reprogram your subconscious mind for achieving anything you want. During the waking hours of the day, your brainwaves are usually at beta. This is a high-frequency brainwave pattern. When you are in beta, you cannot condition your mind for what you want because the frequency of the brainwaves is simply too high for you to be able to access your subconscious mind. To be able to access your subconscious mind, you need to lower the volume of your thoughts, and that can only happen when your mind is in a calm and tranquil state. I also want to share that Boone Self-Meditation sponsors this video. He just released a new album called Spiritual Enlightenment Meditation, and it has the perfect music for manifesting, meditation, and sleeping. While listening to his music, you can also try the state akin to sleep technique that we are talking about in this video. Make sure you check out his fantastic work on the link in the description. Now coming back to the video explanation. But the time when you are just about to go to sleep is a time when your brainwaves naturally slow down on their own. Yes, you don't need to put much effort into slowing down your thoughts at this time. It happens on its own. When you use this time to deliberately rehearse a mental scene over and over again, your subconscious mind gets tainted with that scene. And that's when the magic of manifestation kick starts. So, Neville Goddard's logic is backed by modern science and research. There is no reason that you shouldn't believe that you can change your destiny by using the time before sleep to your best advantage. Neville says, "The conditions and events of your life are your children formed from the molds of your subconscious impressions in sleep." So, now that you understand the logic behind SATS, I hope it would be easier for you to believe that this technique definitely works. Good, because without having a strong belief in a technique or in anything you do in life, you cannot get ahead. Belief is the name of the game, my friends. Whatever you believe, that's exactly what this intelligent universe will reward you with. If you think that you can fulfill any goal of yours through the state akin to sleep technique, then definitely you will fulfill that goal. That's the sign of a master. He puts his belief in whatever he attempts, and it's his belief that brings about the result he desires. But there is another set of people, the naysayers and the skeptics. They want to find faults in everything they learn about. The reality is that it's not so much about the technique, but the flawed perception that brings them stress and anxiety. In fact, these are the people with a very deteriorated self-concept. Deep down, they are convinced that nothing good can come their way. They might not show it, but secretly, they have always believed themselves to be unworthy of any good in their life. They feel that good things can happen to other people, but not to them. Those are the signs of a compromised self-concept. That is why these people are overly skeptical of every technique they try, because they just want to shift the blame from them to the technique they are using. If you are one of those skeptics, then this is my first serious advice to you. Start working on your self-concept from this moment onward. Forget about manifesting your goals or doing SATS. You need to get the basics right first. Your self-concept is the basis of all your manifestations. It is the foundation. So, work on cementing the foundation before trying anything else. There are so many ways to fix your self-concept. One of them is using a handful of affirmations that you like and that help you envision the best version of yourself. For example, you can say that, "I am worthy of manifesting everything I desire. I am capable of achieving all my goals. I was born to shine and lead. I am destined for great success in all areas of my life. Nothing is impossible for me to achieve. I am a winner and I embrace it now." So, how are those sentences? Did they make you feel something? Some motivation to take charge of your life? You can create a similar set of affirmations for yourself and repeat them to yourself every day to shift your self-concept. When you will do SATS with an empowering self-concept, trust me, the results will blow your mind. So that's one trick to make your SATS even more powerful, to start with a super strong self-concept. Next, think of a goal that you want to achieve through the state akin to sleep technique. It's advisable to pick one goal at a time, use it for your SATs for a few weeks, and then move on to another goal. Trying to accomplish too many goals at a time can leave you feeling distressed and distracted. Especially if you are a beginner at manifesting, then you must choose only one goal or desire at a time. As I have told you before, SATS is so powerful that it works for every goal. Seriously, the sky's the limit. This technique is fabulous, but there's a caveat. Let me walk you through it using an example. Tell me what your goal exactly is. Let's say you want to be successful in your career. Sorry, but that's not a specific enough goal. First of all, success can mean so many different things to different people. For some, it could be getting more money. For others, it could be gaining fame, and so on. So, make your desire specific. Also, when you say you want to be successful in your career, you don't say whether it's through a job or a business. You want to achieve that success by working on the same path as you are on right now, or you want to start something totally different. There are so many nuances, and your vague statement like, "I want to be successful in my career," doesn't address any of them. So, please go deep into what you really want to accomplish through SATS. Have a super specific goal that not only ignites a fire in you, but also tells you what to expect from your future. By the way, the example I have given you is of a career, but you can use the same process to narrow down any goal of yours. It can be about health, money, a specific person, or something else. You are free to choose what your end goal is. After you have chosen a super specific goal or desire, the next step is to create a future scene that implies fulfillment of that goal. Create a future scenario that is fun, easily repeatable, and excites you about what you are about to accomplish. It is important that the scene is neither too short that it invokes no emotions in you, nor is it too long that you get lost in your thoughts while trying to repeat it. There has to be a very fine balance between these two extremes. I don't want to specify a time or duration for how long the scene should be, because that will be like deliberately curbing your creativity. Some people enjoy creating vivid scenes and have a powerful imagination faculty at their disposal, while others just want to have a concise scene that doesn't require much thought. So it's totally up to you. Decide what works best for you. Next, in a drowsy state before going to sleep, you have to repeat that future scene in your mind again and again, ideally till you completely doze off. A lot of people find this step of repeating the scene over and over again very boring, and I often read emails with this query. So, the secret trick to not letting the repetition become boring is to try going deeper into the scene every time you repeat it in your mind. Add a layer of detail to the scene every time you revisit it. This way you are improving your scene every time you repeat it. That will certainly keep away the boredom and sense of monotony. That's about it for a powerful session of SATS. But there is one thing you must do to further accelerate the results. It is to control your thoughts during the day. Don't let any thoughts that are in contradiction to your desire get your attention. Of course, you cannot monitor every single thought that comes to your mind, but one thing you can definitely do is choose not to entertain the thoughts that you think can sabotage your progress in SATS. Never let doubt or fear creep in on your desires and goals. Neville says, "Doubt is the only force capable of disturbing the seed or impression. To avoid a miscarriage of so wonderful a child, walk in secrecy through the necessary interval of time that it will take the impression to become an expression. Tell no man of your spiritual romance. Lock your secret within you in joy, confident and happy that someday you will bear the son of your lover by expressing and possessing the nature of your impression. Then will you know the mystery of God said, 'Let us make man in our image.'" That was it for today's video. If you found it useful, make sure you give me a like and subscribe to my channel. The next step in your successful manifestation journey is to keep watching my channel. Click now on the video on the screen to be inspired by another video.